Good morning, everyone. Today's video is just going to be a short one. It's going to be kind of a how-to on how, at least I, tap my maple trees to collect maple sap for the purpose of boiling down to make maple syrup. It's pretty easy. You don't need a lot of tools. You do need some patience because obviously it takes time for the sap to run. And here where I live in Atlantic Canada, my window for collecting sap is probably 3 to 4 weeks. Some years I get quite a bit of sap. Other years I've had terrible conditions and didn't even get enough to boil off to make any syrup. I only tap 4 or 5 trees, and I'm going to start this today. Ideally, you want to tap your trees when the forecast shows that your daytime temperatures are above 0 and your nighttime temperatures are below 0. So things are warming up here pretty quickly this week. It's going to be above 0 all week and still below 0 at nighttime. So that should get the sap running pretty good. So here's a look now at what you need to tap your maple trees. It's not a whole lot, as you can see. The way I do mine, I don't hang a pail from the tree. I use a 5-gallon bucket and I just set that on the ground. You need to pick up some plastic tubing. I think I bought this tubing at an agricultural store, and I believe this is where I purchased my spiles as well. These come in different styles. They make them in metal. These are obviously plastic. The metal ones come with a little hook, so you can hang your pail right from the tap on the tree. The method I use has been trial and error. I like using these plastic ones with a longer section of tubing because I actually set a 5-gallon bucket on the ground at the base of the tree because I don't get enough sap that I have to collect it every day. So this lets me, leave the bucket out for a week or two and hopefully fill it up. I buy the lids, drill a hole, and then basically stick my tubing in there. And that works great for me because it keeps bark out of the sap, and it keeps, you'll start to also get some flies coming out now that the weather is warmer. It just keeps the sap so much cleaner. I need a 7/16 inch drill bit to tap the holes into the tree, and then just a rubber mallet to tap the spiles in far enough to the tree itself. So I'll show you that process next. When you're drilling the hole, you want to go in the tree at an angle, an upwards angle, so that gravity helps the sap flow a little easier down into your bucket. You could drill straight in. You just don't want to drill at an upwards angle, or sorry, a downwards angle, because then you're fighting against the flow. There you go. So I went in about an inch on the drill bit, just deep enough into the tree so that you can get your spile in there. And we'll go ahead and do that now. Okay, so we're all set to go. Fairly straightforward process. It's in there nice and snug. I placed my bucket, and now I have my tubing, and then I'll proceed to do the others. Now what I do, because these buckets are fairly light and it is windy, I'll get a tie down strap and just attach it to the tree, or even a bungee cord, just to keep it from blowing over. Once you get some liquid in the bucket, like quarter full, it's generally pretty stable. So that's it, folks. I'll get these other trees tapped, and once I start collecting some sap and boil it off, I'll show you what that looks like. And then I'm just going to enjoy some time outside today.